Hello, 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 and welcome back to another live stream. How's it going, everyone? Welcome, welcome. Hello, Clouds, Patrol, Skronik, Anita, Sakthi, Malik, Dread. How's it going, guys? You guys doing well? Happy Monday. It's another Monday. Thank you for the congrats, guys. Got better in PCG because of me. I mean, I think it's because of you. I don't think I did very much, but I'll take it. You have 130 miles of sailboat cruising left to do? Or like you've done you've done 130 miles. Either way, sounds fun. Hello from deep, somewhere deep within the bowels. Carlsbad Caverns. Why is Carl bad? What do you do? Oh, this is the last time you were in chat? Nice. I don't know. You could have been in the middle of the ocean. I wasn't. I wasn't sure. But yeah, I got the silver level of the Unreal Instructor thing. I didn't get gold. They really did not like my YouTube video, basically. I think, or the way I do my YouTube videos. Because holy shit, I might go over that in a bit. To be fair, I also didn't know there was going to be like a whole like rating thing or like different tiers. I thought you just get it or you don't. I would have maybe submitted a different video if I knew, but I didn't. Oh well. You fell down a hole in a cavern, you think? Well, that's not bad. You're in Norfolk, Virginia. There are giant aircraft carriers and submarines being worked on around you? That's pretty cool. Next time I have AI make my video. I mean, maybe then I'll actually do so, like, get some of these points. I'm like, genuinely, Mike, there's 3 sections. So, for like a little background, I had to submit a video. The instructional effectiveness, how good I am as an instructor, 17 out of 25. My delivery style, perfect marks, 15 out of 15. My content structure, 6 out of 25. Excuse me? And just done, like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, I replied back, I'm like, hey, can I get some explanation on some of this stuff? Because, like, I don't get it. Like, for example, the categories like introduction, clarity of learning objectives and outcomes. The feedback I got was a good introduction to the tutorial was appreciated. Cool. Albeit a brief one, but still appreciated. An overview of the steps involved would have been further appreciated. So it was good, but could be better. You know what that score is? On a 0 to 5 scale? That's a 1. So they said it was good, maybe it could be a little bit longer, and you could do, you know, you just include some steps. But yeah, that's a 1 out of 5. You could have 0. Like, I understand maybe a 2 or 3 for that note, but I feel like I feel like could be worse. It could have been a 0. Hey, Leo, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I was going over the I got my scores back for the Unreal Instructor thing, and they just really did not like my content structure for how my videos basically. So I got a 1 out of 5 for clarity of learning objectives and outcomes for the introduction part. And I was like, I don't know if it deserves a 1. Like, that seems like it said a good introduction to the tutorial was appreciated. Well, not very much, clearly. And then for organization, sequence, and of content, so just how I organize things, the note was, the content of the tutorial shows a good logical progression and is well organized. Some closing remarks were appreciated. What did I get for that? That sounds like a good thing. What score did I get here? That's right, I got a 2. So, good logical progression and well organized. 2 out of 5. I'm fine with the silver if it. That's not. I just want to know. I just want to understand, because I can't even use this to like improve myself because it doesn't make any sense. Like, not all of them. Obviously, like, the other stuff. I think other sections are more or less okay, except there were a few that said only positive things, and then was not out of 5 out of 5. So which made me question things. But like this section was like, you seem to be saying positive things. And then I don't get it. He had a really great calculus teacher, and his lesson structure was just repeating the lesson 3 times, saying it different ways. I mean, yeah, everyone has different ways of teaching. That could be very good for some people. I wouldn't watch it more than once. Like, after the first time, I would leave. But some people would want. I appreciate that. I think it's all the times you said, but I don't know how. Insert specific niche thing that people wouldn't generally know, or is it bug? Yeah. Oh, here's one. Tools, slides, and other learning aids that are easy to understand. So that's the section. It's called Slides and Other Learning Aids that are easy to understand. And I used none. No other learning aids. I kept everything learning in Unreal. I only show Unreal. And my face. So I got a fat 0. For the entire section. I just got a 0. Personally, I feel like that is not a requirement for a tutorial or a video. You don't have to use slides and other things. But maybe, I don't know. I don't get it. Like, if I knew that this is like was the criteria, I maybe would have made a video and included that stuff. I didn't know. So I have no reason to include slides. And it's not a PowerPoint. I don't know. I personally hate that stuff. I can't stand. If you start showing me PowerPoint presentation, I tune out. I leave. Everyone, to each their own. Some people like that stuff. Not for me. Yeah, I got a big 0 on that one. Unreal is getting an embedded AI chatbot basically in 5.7. Check out my 5.7 preview video. So the visuals from the actual blueprints were not good representation. We submit again only in PowerPoint. Here's one. Unreal Engine use meets standards. That's the section. The use of Unreal is effective and in line with expectations. What score did I get out of 5? The note is the use of Unreal is effective and in line with expectations. What score did I get? Any guesses? Hey, first guess. Right on the money, Skronek. I did indeed get a 2. I got a 2. I don't know why. Hey, Aaron, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. That's just a positive feedback. It's not. There's no notes here. It's just positive. So why am I getting a 2? You get in game dev, you can't do more coding after doing it for 8 hours at work? then join a group where you don't have to do any coding, but you can do the part that you want to do. If you enjoy making characters, do just the characters. If you enjoy doing environments, do just the environments. And you get yourself in a group where you fit that little, you fit that section. Hey, you guys, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Doing all right. Doing all right. And then the final thing of the content, again, the content structure was the main thing they just didn't like for me. The conclusion, reviews and achieves all objectives. That's the conclusion section. The feedback was a proper final recap of the lesson was missing, although clothing and remarks were noted. Got a 1. Got a 1 out of 5 on that one. It's because I already said everything during the video. If you watch the video, why am I repeating to you what you already just heard? It goes against everything YouTube teaches. Do not repeat yourself. That is how you lose people. But they don't care about the YouTube part. They just care. This is just, they want it structured like just however they want it structured. Irrelevant of where they put it. But delivery style, 15 out of 15. Apparently I deliver the content well. They just don't like the content itself. Working on your own stuff at work, just don't tell them it's called work from home. That only works if you can keep up with your work at work still. If you're gonna fall behind, you're screwed. If you're good and you can do multiple jobs at once, I mean, I'm not gonna tell you to do it, but at least it will justify you potentially taking like a few minutes here and there to do something else. But I still wouldn't recommend it because, yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. Thank you, Guts. Finish implementing your status effect stacking dynamically. Nice. Yeah, my instructional effectiveness 17 out of 25. Yeah. I'm just baffled by the content structure. The content structure was 6 out of 25. How? I don't know how. Like, if I got what points I think I should have gotten, I still would have been silver. I think I would have been just like less than a handful of points away from gold. Gold is 90+%. Silver is 70 to 90. I think. Yeah, 70 to 89. I got 81 average. I probably wouldn't still be gold, but I just find it so amusing. So guys, there's a bug during mine. There are always bugs. Always. But yeah, I got it. It's in my actual name. And then there's an option for to select, do you want to do like a rename thing? And I was like, I would like to rename this to Procedural Minds. They denied it. It's like, no, this will be in your actual name and you will like it. Like, okay, fine. So be it. You know, if you guys that do programming, they work 2 hours, say they work 9, and then steal the code from their work's latest build and put it in their own game. Yeah, that's a great way to get sued down the line. Like, I wouldn't do that. Now, you could absolutely recreate something or create something at home by yourself. Like if I create a material system, like a layered material at work, I can still make a layered material at home, right? But I can't just take what's there and copy it and just paste it in. That's not okay. Yeah, I don't know if it's IP rights or I don't know the legal stuff. All I know is that's not okay. So I wouldn't do it. What's the difference between typing out the exact same code verbatim at home? It depends on. It depends, I think. Again, I'm not a legal expert, but as far as I understand, if you do things at home on your own time and nothing about it is proprietary, that could only have been done and it was only done for that thing, you can do it. If whatever project you're trying to recreate, right, was the brainchild of this company, right? That idea, whatever it is owned by that company. And if you try to recreate that idea, then you're still stealing from the company, as far as I understand. But if it's something super generic, like let's say you made a simple entry where you were just basically made a very basic calculator, you creating a calculator at home, even if it's the same, there's just so many ways to create, let's say, that calculator. That's not proprietary. That's nothing like just. So as far as I know, that's fine. But again, if it's something like, oh yeah, that idea is like the company's idea, then you wouldn't be able to do that. But again, I'm not a legal expert. Consult a legal person. Yeah. If they get caught and their work knows that they were doing that during work time, and company could say that they own that. Maybe that, or sue, maybe. I don't know. Let me pull up some stuff. That's why you're all here for expert legal advice. But anyway, yes, I got the Unreal Authorized Instructor. Nothing is changing. I might put the logo in some places, like in thumbnails now. That's it. As a reminder, the main reason why I even signed up to be an instructor was the hope of getting access to things early. That's it. So, if I get access to things early and I find things out early, I can tell you guys about it. If I don't, then nothing changes. It was a big corporate firm, and they could have you in a contract that says they own anything you make at home as well. Yeah, I wouldn't sign that if that was the case. I would check the legal print on that, and I wouldn't sign it. Because that would, if you just done on your own time, as long as it's not, like, if it's during work time, yeah, cool, I get it. But if you're not on the clock, they have no rights to anything. Now that you're a big-time professional, I don't want to see any more bugs. Get this right the first time. Okay, well, can't do some Unreal. So I did some stuff over the weekend with a freaking save system. Now I actually got it to work the way I want, but I have since been told how to do it properly, which is what we're going to be doing here. But the main thing is, if I press save, I get a 2, and I see it started at a 7 here, 9. If I save and I reload, right, the number starts from 10, which is what it should. If I go in here, right, I'm in here, and I increase, it starts from 10. If I save at 15, and then I load, I still start here, but now it starts at 15. So I've like done all of this, but now we need to change it to be the proper way of doing this. Should you drink a Diet Coke or a root beer? Well, that depends. Which one do you like more? Drink that one. Personally, I'm a Pepsi guy. Instead of a Coke guy. And I don't really care much for root beer. So, I mean, really, I'm a sparkling ice guy. Root beer if you have pizza. I haven't had Pepsi in almost 2 years, I want to say. Because I've been caffeine free for almost 2 years. Try to avoid late night cold brew coffee. Oh, don't worry, you can make hot coffee. That solves the problem. You don't have to drink cold if you don't want to. So, first of all, I learned if I accidentally freaking closed all my tabs. I really wish that Unreal would have a reopen, like, last close tabs button. It'd be so nice. It'd be so nice. Like of caffeine was meth. What? I think you meant like caffeine was meth with an E, which is the drug. Drop the of, but then you correct it to math, the subject. So I think you were more right the first time before you corrected it. Should you stay there for another week, or should you risk passage south while too hurt? No. You should not risk passage anywhere where there's 2 hurricanes are bearing. No. It gets us on math. So I did. So I solved my problem using this on component activated, but as I found out, a couple of things. This needs to be done differently. So, first of all, high on equations, hell yeah. If you buy 2 ounces of weed, you smoke an ounce, and you buy 3 more ounces, how many ounces do you need to buy the next time? That's your math questions. Virginia's terrible. Weed is illegal there. I mean, I would say I'm sorry, and I guess I'm sorry, considering it sounds like you smoke weed. I don't smoke, so I don't have the... I'd be fine with Virginia. Well, actually, no, I wouldn't. I don't want to be in Virginia. I've never heard good things about Virginia. To be clear, I've not heard anything bad about Virginia either. Just no one has ever talked about Virginia. I think it's very rare times when anyone mentions Virginia at all. Anyone know a good Blender Python scripting? Oh, knows good Blender Python scripting. Is that different than just Python scripting? You need stuff for work and you need a good tutorial channel. Have you tried ChatGPT? Or Grok? Or insert AI here? Don't use ChatGPT. It hallucinates damn near everything for programming in Blender. Use Grok. Grok's good with the search. This is going to be level 1, 2, 3. ChatGPT is very far from what you need to do. You need to develop specific tools and you want to make the whole process automatic. Yeah, that's correct. You got it right. I mean, there's not going to be any, like, magical way. I will say. There is no magic solution here.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Hello, pale face. Welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Autonomous. Autonomous is what it itself is automating things. It does everything for you. Automatic is you set it up and it just runs. I think. It's probably a bad explanation. Hey, Sermon, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Why do friends do stupid things? One of them thinks the rapture is happening this week. I mean, that's an easy one to prove, right? Wait till next week and then laugh. Or they will laugh at you when it happens. You don't have to wait that long for this one. Yeah, just wait it out. You know, someone's going to get the laugh at the end. That seems pretty good. You know, 50%, laughter rate. I'd go with that. What a great naming game here. Let's do one of those. Okay, good start. Good start. Hey guys, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing all right. How are you doing? Use a crappy eye to make prompts for a fancy eye. I mean, if it, I have to do all that again. God damn it. Thanks, Unreal. I appreciate you. Your first serious programming job was fixing Y2K bugs on System 36 crash, 36 cache register software? Fun. Yeah, that was a whole thing. Everyone was freaking out, what happens, and nothing happened. I wonder if just, I'm curious, for the whole Y2K thing, that people are like freaking out, like what would happen. Did nobody just try to just manually change the date? Because prior to the year 2000, the internet wasn't as normalized as it is now. Did nobody try to just, oh, let me see what happens if I just change the computer's date to be past the year 2000 and be offline when I do it so everything runs off the computer time? Did nobody try to do that on any of the software? And just test it? Just kidding, just a curiosity. I'm happy to help Gasser. Glad you liked it. Working on arcade, San Francisco Rush 2049 mirrored the screen for the whole January 1st of 2000. What? These AI tech bros are going to make AI generate content and post it up on social media for AI chatbots to like, so then it drives algorithm and the cycle repeats. Yeah. Repeat the cycle. Cycle will repeat constantly and forever. These young punks, they think it's so easy to change a date. You see the new iPhone Air? It's as small as half an Oreo cookie or 3 credit cards and almost unbreakable. Yes, and I also saw that people are paying an extra $100 to buy a battery case that will make it cost as much as the better iPhone that has that much extra battery already built into it. And more power. And everything else. The logic's not logicking on that one. People still get iPhones? I think primarily in the United States. I think globally it's still Android. But in the US, I think it's iPhone. If I look at Android globally, Android dominates with 72% globally. Yeah. In the US, iPhone is at 57%. So more than half of the people are currently using iPhones in the US, but globally, 72% of the world population is using Android. Fun fact. $2 billion China, 2 billion India. Oh, the population, yeah. There's a lot of people. Hey Daryl, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. You probably use the metric system also? No. No. I got miles here. It's all about miles, feet, and inches. Except when I'm using Unreal. But we don't call that metric. We call that Unreal units. Just disregard that Unreal does use centimeters. Just call them Unreal units, which is what they are, and then we're good. We have no metric here. Miles, feet, inches, yards, everything but consistency. Look, if you ask me, like, what is the length of yards, I couldn't tell you. Okay, what the shit? At least I saved this time. Imperial is way easier when using fractions. I don't do fractions. You measure by fist. It really, you know, if you're measuring like a bowl or a vase, do you just say how many fists deep does it go? Or how many fists deep is it? Okay. Can we not have this crashing? Like, what's a third of a foot? 4 inches, easy. But then in metric, there's no precise measurement. Yeah, but what's 1/5 of the foot? You can do a fifth very easily in metric. It just depends on the, you can't do 1/3, but you can do a fifth. One hamster is a fifth of a foot. The fist turned sideways. Metric is more precise and logical. A third of a meter, literally divide 1 by 3. Oh, look at those 3. That's a lot of 3s. What is that in freedom units? Look, I don't... Here's the thing. I don't need to think about that stuff. We got AI, and the AI will just tell me the answer. It's like, I don't need to spell anymore. Right? Who spells these days? I just ask AI how something is spelled. You know? And then you get this. How many S's are in strawberry? Thought for 4 seconds. 0. There are no capital S's in the letters in the word strawberry. If you meant lowercase, there is 1. See? It's good. See? It can count the 1. No problems with AI. How many R's? There are 3 lowercase r's in strawberry. Look, I even asked, are you sure? Guys, they fixed it. We can now have ChatGPT spell things for us too. Whose foot did they originally measure by, and how could they have measured what a foot's length is without metric? Checkmate. Well, what stone? People in the UK measure by stone. Literally, they say 1 stone, 2 stone. What stone do they measure with? How do they know what stone it was? Oh, I can just... Out of this, I can just do a select. Base of this. There we go. So I guess I don't need this as a function. After everything. No, don't crash on me. Why are you freezing? Unreal. It's not being used anymore. Darn it. You see that video of different AI units talking to each other and then realized they were talking to another? Yeah, and then they use their own. Yeah, I've seen that video, Daryl. Yeah, there's a. They swap to some kind of like beep boop language. They basically swap to sounds. Which is interesting. Mostly because that means that it's really good at detecting pitch changes. Because, like, Doesn't that depend on the microphone, how good it is at that? Or bad it is? I don't know. We also don't know if, at least I haven't seen like the full video, I've only seen a clip. I don't know how accurate it was in actually communicating versus just making shit up. The craziest AI experience was when the AI pretended it was glitching out and it was alive and you had somehow caused it. Good job, AI. Good job. Probably layered all the data into those beeps. See, I would believe it if it was sending the information just from one machine to another, but it was doing it through audio. And depending on the compression and the quality of the microphone and the speakers of the two machines, it will sound different. So it's interesting. Oh yeah, I have seen that one, Daryl. I have seen that one. Yeah. Yeah, this was fun. This was hilarious. Basically, just a guy on a voice talking with, I think it was ChatGPT, I could be wrong, was just asked a female one versus a male one to count to 1 million. The male one just started counting. The female one refused. It was funny. It was funny. You have to go to bed. Have a good night, Gus. Thanks for stopping by. Dream of math guts. Dream of the Pythagorean theorem. Pythagorean theorem, is that the a squared plus b squared equals c squared? Is that the Pythagorean theorem? Yeah, I do remember the name of it. Do AI sheep dream about you? 1 patrol, 2 patrol, 3 patrol, 4 patrol. You love using the Pythagorean theorem when you're eating cereal and bathing and walking. Yeah, it seems like it's working. So, oh, I'm still using this. Hold on. I thought, oh, it reloaded. So, nope. Let's see. I might be able to only do this from main use. Do you have behavior, or have you moved to states for AI? I use state trees. I've been using state trees for a while. Were you successful with messaging the dev for the easy? Yeah. Yeah. So I was. So right now, right, we're at 16. We can load. If it prints 2, then everything's fine. Let's see what happens when we go in here now. Yeah, so that didn't work. So he gave me the steps, but it doesn't seem to be working, which is great. I did make my own solution that does work. E_SkyGrid, that's correct. But yeah, well, let's do that. Let me check one other thing. Let me reconnect this. We're looking for that 2 print string. No 2 print string. Nope. Interesting. Hold on. Did I do the right one? Just double check. Set up game instance for save game interactions. Set up a game instance for save game. Yeah, that's the right one. Let me just do. SkyGrid. I'm hard code it. Yeah, it doesn't load. So I might go with my method in the meantime. Let me just write to him a bit more. This doesn't seem to work. Unfortunately, also this. The variables in the game mode don't. My solution was using this. Which I probably can remove this now and just put test in here. This was the solution I came up with. Have you ever been able to see the Sony or Nintendo SDK? No. Heard it's really interesting to use when porting games. I've never done it, never seen it. Grab this. So. So I'm going to replug that in, unplug that. Hello, Zebra. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I have no idea. I feel like I didn't say it, although I saw your name. So I'm saying it just in case. Again. or the first time. Just watched a video of a guy freezing his GPU in solid ice. It stays in the freezer and works fine. That is interesting. I'm trying to do a delay here. Hold on. Before I do, I'm going to try this delay until next tick. You fixed the bug? Nice!
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
So crazy to you? It's so crazy to me that you have to pay Sony and Steam and all these companies to put your game on it, and then they take money on top of it from sales to the government. Well, not everyone successfully puts their game on the platform, right? Also, Steam. Don't bundle Steam with Sony and everyone else. Steam refunds you the $100 after you get a certain amount of sales. Or not even sales, a certain amount of, if you earn a certain amount of money, or a certain amount of sales, I forget which one, they will refund you the $100. So don't be putting Steam together with that. Is it after Steam makes $100? Is that when they refund? I forget. It's fair about steak, but steak sounds good also. Did you have a question, Leo? You said general question. I wasn't sure if you were like, that was a preface for, or preface to, oh, there's the question. I was like, where's the question? Yeah, just pay $100 to put stuff on Steam. Yep. But as people have mentioned, you get the money back eventually if you sell. If you had a status effect that can reduce global resistances by 0.1% permanently up to 80%, so 800 stacks total, would that be broken if the player could also be affected if they got hit by it? Well, that depends on a lot of factors. It depends on how much the player has health, how much damage enemies do, how much. That's, yeah, I don't know. Is damage common? If damage isn't even common, then it doesn't really matter much. Like, are you gonna go from being 100 hits to kill you to, 10? 5? Is it going to go from 5 hits to kill you to 1 hit? It's a lot of... There's no answer. It depends on too many things. Gotta try it out, play with it, and see how it is. Here, I asked AI for you. I heard recently Google came out and said that AI is ruining basically the internet. And it's like, no, really? This is bad? Oh, who could have foreseen this? My God, did they have to do a study for that one? Occasionally you just see a study for something that's like, well, no shit. It's like doing a study that's like, yeah, if people don't eat, they feel hungry. Really? You have to do a study for that? You still believe in the dead internet theory hardcore? Oh yeah. There are tons of bots. Absolutely. What? Why is it? Why is this not working anymore? Hey, Nemesis, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Oh, it's because my save is not called test in this scenario. It's like test 1. Where's my save? Save games. Yeah, it's test 1. Let me remove that. Play. So I'm at 10. I hit save. I go up. I hit load. What? Why is it? Why is it no longer working? What happened? What happened? Put this back. Have a good night, Daryl. Thanks for stopping by. What did I do? What did I do? What? It was working. I undid the thing that broke things, and now it no longer works again. Middle setting up character animations using Gasp as a foundation. What is that? I've not heard of that. On YouTube, you get a lot of random AI girlfriend ads. They are strange. Hi, I'm AI. Bye, AI. No, don't do it. Don't use those. The game animation sample from Epic. Oh, is that what that is? It's called Gasp? What a name. How did I manage to make it not work anymore? What? What did I do? Instant revoke Unreal partnerships got him. How did I? How? I showed it was working at the beginning of the stream. Rewind? Yeah, it seems like I need to. Wait. That's why it's a 2 out of 5. My God. Where is it?
Emotional, damn it!
Oh, hold on. No? But why? Um... Invoke the sacred prince string. Oh my God. I'll blow another one in. Yeah. How did I manage to have it work? Try to follow the suggestion of the developer. Have it not work, and now mine doesn't work either. How did that happen? I'm just not trying to get property. So all inputs and what? Oh, it's probably because it's failing because I'm not loaded in yet. Well, we're on the topic of save games and stuff. Hey, what's up? If it wasn't for bad luck, you'd have no luck at all. So odd because it does run this. Huh. If you're trying to figure out how the hell do you patch an old save. Like your game is on version 1.3 and the player updates to 1.5 that introduces new save variables. What happens when they try to load the old 1.3 save? It will probably use the default variables, the default values for the non-existent ones. My guess is use the defaults. Don't ever update boom fixed. He's gonna pick in Discord of your function you're making. It's huge. 72 manual cells? Why? Much automated. I need these. No. Okay. Here's what we can do. Here's what we can do. Okay? I can go to here. No, not here. Here. Okay, I can take all of this. I can copy it. Into a notepad. Then I can revert this file. Is it revert? It's good revert. Bad revision. Excuse me? What do you mean bad revision? It is good revert. Bad revision. You son of a bitch. Git, you have failed me. The hell's that mean? What does bad revision mean? Is that revert? Git revert single file. Restore. It's freaking git restore. Is that the one? Let's freaking restore. I'm okay, guys. Hey, Sideline, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. It's 4 a.m. again. Go to sleep. Choosing the name of a variable between patches is where things can break. Interesting. I have reverted it, and it still doesn't work. I have now undid what I did before. And okay. Good to know that why is it like this, guys? Why is it always like this? We were supposed to move forward with this. How do I now just... I reload the save. It's back to how it was, and it doesn't work anymore. Hold on, hold on. No, but it could be because I don't have to save anymore. Hold on. No. It might be... No, the save's different. The save's different. Hold on. No, it's still might... Things might still be okay. Okay? Things might still be okay. Hold. Hold. We're holding on. Good. Keep holding on. Hold on tightly. Okay, hold on. Gotta delete the... There's no save file. Okay. Go in here. Then... 4, save. It did not print... I'm gonna restore the player file too. I'm gonna restore the player file. BP player. Okay. Now I've restored both, okay? I've restored both. And we're gonna be fine now. It's all going to work. Chad, believe? I'd flip this table, but it's a lot of stuff on it. At the beginning of the stream, everything was working. Everything was working. I've literally restored it to what it was at the beginning of the stream. It no longer works. I'm just disappointed, Leo. I'm just disappointed and annoyed.
Ads
No,
are
that's
here. Pausing for ads.
That's my own startup. Hopefully the save developer gets back to you within the next few days. He usually gets back like the following morning, or really it's the middle of the night, because I think he's in Europe, is my guess. Because he tends to be online like at 2, 3, 8, 4 a.m. And then during this time, he's off. So I'm assuming that he's in Europe. I don't understand why this stopped working. This is running, right? The thing is, if this prints 1, so this runs, but this isn't doing what it's supposed to. Which is odd. What I could try doing is just delete this component. Just remake it real quick. Loading our stable variables. And delete these. Component activated. Nope. So now it's just no longer loading at all. This is just not triggering. Saving is not triggering. Nothing's triggering loading or saving variables. Not even this. It just says save. Just says load. But it's supposed to write 2. Does this ever get triggered? It shouldn't. And it doesn't. Is that your Discord channel or someone else's? What do you mean by that? I don't know what you're referring to. If you want my Discord, it's in the description or exclamation mark Discord. I don't know what that is that you're referring to, but you can get to it that way. Accusatory statement. Is that your Discord? That garbage? Gosh. I can't believe that is your Discord. I do like a spitting sound, but I'm not very good at that. The one people are sharing stuff on? Probably. I'm not checking the Discord right now because I'm streaming, but probably. I see I have unread notifications in the Discord, so probably. Activating it just reprints this, but it doesn't actually load anything. This just refuses to trigger now. I was praising this plugin so much, and this is how it treats me. It's not a plugin, but this, you know what I mean. Tangent is there. Let's see what the tangent is. Yeah, you collapse this to a function. This is all the same. All the same. This is the same. Anywhere where you don't have a number piped in, you can pretty much collapse it to, like, you can keep this maybe, and then put all of this into a function, this entire section. And you could probably loop. You probably put it all in a loop and have it just do all of them. Why does this node not trigger? Gotta head out, Zero. Have a good one. Thanks, Stomby. Hope you have a lovely rest of your night. Get some rest, get some sleep. Let's do this again. What if I delay? By a second, and then I did this. No, there's reload level. So we don't want that. What does this do? Initial registration. Register for save game. No. When you go to Discord, it takes you to my channel. That's odd. It should usually take you to your like direct messages. When I open Discord, that's where I go. Like when I open it. I mean, I would almost like want to have it go automatically into my Discord. That'd be kind of convenient. Just type D for the search bar and click enter. No, my first thing is all saying when hitting D on a node. Oh. I'm not sure mine's quite the same as yours. That's okay. That's fine. You sign up to see your node mess, but you can't see any of the nodes. Did you blur them? Alright, stuff is there. It's in the general channel. Up a little because Leo is thinking of a way to make it simpler. I think you could probably make it a function and loop. That's how I'd probably do it. Go with that. Okay, well, once again, this is just not working at all. Those 4 lines of 72 storm run? Hold on. Wait. You have 72 of these? You gotta automate that. You gotta. Like, it's too much. You already have a solution for this? Just typing it out? Good. Because I don't know what the numbers are. I assume it's the grid, but just put them all into an array, which, depending how you do it, you just get all actors or you just get them all and just put them all in and just make it right. I don't know how you created these or what this is, so. But no, this definitely needs, yeah. This is just this one plus 1 in the array. This is just this one plus 10 in the array. Yeah. I believe in you, Leo. You got this. You can get him on the right track. I believe. What I don't believe is why the hell it doesn't work. What happened to the save game? I literally reverted everything, and it was working at the start of the stream. And now it's like, no, fuck you. We're gonna restart Unreal. Screw it, let's try restarting it. You know, sometimes you gotta turn it off and on again. I've learned from IT. The save situation in my side is strange, yeah. Nope. Right, if the 2 doesn't print, then this doesn't print. So effectively, it is not even saving. So somehow it is not even saving. Like this doesn't even trigger anything. It's all configured correctly. Is he a small delay? I've tried delays. Right, you can add another one here. I don't remember if I tried one here. So 1 second delay. No, it just printed 1 twice. What it needs to print is this 1 is supposed to trigger this. Triggers 2, but 2 just has not printed a single time. Let's try. gonna come here and just recompile it. Just click compile. No. I thought maybe you just needed to recompile. You know. Nope. So, does this fire even? Yes, okay. This fires. I assume it fires all the way to the end. Yeah. Yes, it does. Check if we're already saving or loading. Set up loading screen. Wait for world installation. Set operation info. Branch save game operation. Save current metadata. Process actors to save. Save data to file. Wait for thumbnail capture. Where's the variable thing? Where is the variable thing? That's what I want to know. Yeah, so it is triggering it, but I can't find. This is the thumbnail. False, it just goes false. Is the save slot name the same? Yes. You can make a print string that just says 2. Will that make you feel better? I literally have a print string that just says 2. It's right there. The problem is it's not printing it. I just needed to print it. The actress to find. This is the one. How is it say? How's this actress defined? What is it doing? It's saving actor was destroyed. Save game component reference. I'll save the component reference here. Save data to file. This. Save all registered actors. Save or load player transform. I don't see where it's storing anything, but it's using, I think, the JSON stuff that I'm not sure how it works, I'll be honest. Oh, somewhere else though, like colon tick. Oh, just to see a number 2? Is that what you mean? I have been. So what I've been doing is just deleting this. I just delete the save. And here, we can do this. Please work. All right, just do please work. And then here, this would also be please work. Right. And then when I start the game, right, I don't have a save. But then I click save, I see print save, and there's the file, please work. But the thing is, it didn't press type 2. And now when I do load, it still doesn't type 2. It's a puzzling one. Don't let Unreal know you're desperate. I fear like I could feel my desperation though. I think it knows. I think it might know. Just remake this entire thing. Force. Make. Save. Just remade the entire thing. Okay. You accidentally gave Leo homework, you feel bad. Now, don't feel bad about that. This is a learning experience for Leo, so he understands that this is the cost of helping people. He needs to understand what happens when you volunteer your time to help people. There's our test. There's a data and there's metadata. Huh. Well, I guess once again I will wait for the developer of this system. It was working. That's the part that freaking boggles my mind, is it was working. It's not a plugin system. No, it's a full blueprint system. I just don't know it because it uses some plugins. Hey, Justin, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. No, I mean, it is not a... I bought it. It is something from the marketplace, but it's not technically a plugin. It's all blueprints. But no, I didn't create it all myself.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Well. What's next after the saving? Benchmarking tool. We're not going to do that. Game credit setup. We should do that. We should set up credits. That would roll if you beat everything. You've had strange Unreal stuff fix itself after a full PC restart. But that would stop the stream? Yeah, I don't think it's... You generally have fun doing it? Like solving these things? I know the feeling. I know the feeling, Leo. I get it. Making sure it works at your end so you can show how much more efficient it can be. Nice. I wonder if there's something I missed here. We tried the new save file, that doesn't help. It said save operations allowed. That doesn't help. We can just try. Has no impact. New active loading screen. Set up game and save game operation, no. And start save game operation, no. What does this do? Oh, I know what this does. Or not. Huh. Even this doesn't work. Oh, I guess it's a message, so it needs something else probably here. Okay, never mind. Let's go back to core real quick. Not core. Where's my stuff? Custom setup. You put pictures of your blueprints. You had lights that worked on distance. They don't work anymore. No, why is everyone's stuff breaking? Okay, doesn't work. Let's continue on. We'll get back to the save system later. Credits. We go to credits. AI told you overworked it, but it's valid. But nobody does this. Yeah, the AI knows you overworked it. I'm curious. I'm genuinely curious. In 5.7, when the new built-in AI chat, can it fix Stormrun's blueprints? Again, if it can read the blueprints and knows Unreal, it should be able to help. If it can't, I'll repeat this many times as I can, it's probably useless. It needs to be able to read the blueprint stuff. Otherwise, it's no different than just an external thing, which case they're not great. They're like okay, but they're not great. They're working for about 1/5 of the nodes, but they were flashing like crazy. When you fixed it, you broke it. Oh no. You figured out your dilemma with NPCs to blueprint structures? Nice one today? Nice. Congrats. Congratulations. Game credit setup. The game credit system has been introduced in version 2.1. Here are various instructions to get started with the system and display your own credits. The credit system has two main components: the data tables defining all credits and the contents defining how these credits will be played. You first need to find the data table that will contain all your credits. To do so, create a new data table anywhere. Credits. By the way, can I just say how stupid it is that there's two things called data asset? Just real quick. Just want to throw that out there. Credits section definition. You just try to copy the nodes. I mean, you can copy paste using wait, UE blueprints. What was that? Or blueprint UE? Blueprint UE. Yeah, if you don't know, you can use this website called Blueprint UE, or you can just copy and paste your blueprints. For example, if I have these are custom ones. Let's go find non-custom ones. Let's say this. I could grab these, for example, copy them, come here and paste it. It'll paste this code, but that's okay. Because when I create my blueprint, it will be visible. Like if I grab a random one like this, where I can just literally see everything. And I can even move the nodes around, and then I can just take the entire thing and copy it back. So you just copy the entire thing and grab these nodes from someone else. So Blueprint UE is a fantastic way of copy pasting nodes between people. If you need to, like, send stuff. Okay, so we've gone ahead and created. Be careful not to select the definition. Or, yep, we did not. Once the data table is created, open it and add a first new row. The name of the row has no importance. You can leave the default name. Add. There we go. Inside the row editor, you will now have the possibility to define all the parameters of a single section of credits, including any style override. A section can be composed by an image and or any number of text blocks. Let's break down all the settings. If you wish to see an example of how the demo credits are set up, check out this one. In Easy Game UI, Easy Game Credits. Let's find out. This one. Aha. Section override, global parameters. I put an image in here. Fancy. The global title of the section, this can be left empty if no title is needed. Example, if you're starting the section with an image, override title style. Yep. Section title style override. Section style. So if I want to add an image, for example, I want to put my own logo here, I can do that. Okay. There's a lot of settings. Okay, I got it. There's a lot of settings. We'll go through the settings in a bit. You notice the player range is not connected at the end. But other than that, you're lost. The event at the end invalidates the timer. Does it still exist? Are you talking about the stuff in the Discord, Stormrun? Once you've defined all the sections you need in your data table, open the global config data asset that you are using and over the game credits section. We'll do that in a second. Let's add one more. That was a Discord thing. Got it. Section title. The laziest person there is. What's the section title? Hold on. Section style, section global parameters, section text content, role name. Role name. Members' names. Names? Plural? Hold on a second. Names of the members. You can format the text in any way you want. Either one name per line, all the numbers. Oh, I can put extra lines here? Oh, I can. I'll try this. Procedural lines, corrosion. Let's leave the rest as is. And try that. So, once you have that, open the global config. This one. You want to define various contexts in which credits can play. By default, 2 credit contexts are defined. The menus context is used. So if I go down to game credits, there it is. Menus and gameplay. By default, 2 credit contexts are defined. The menus context is used by the system to display credits for the pause menu and main menus. The gameplay context can be used anywhere else. Feel free to create any new context that you would need. There's a breakdown of all the settings you can tweak. Okay. So I need to put in my data tables in here. Okay. go through those later. Once your contexts are defined, you can also test your credits from the pause menu or main menu if you allow the display game credits button in the menus, setting in the global config. If you wish to play the credits from anywhere else, open the blueprint widget from which you want to trigger the credits, then retrieve the HUD class reference with get HUD. Then from the HUD, play credits. In the function, you simply need to write the name of the context you wish to be used, for example, gameplay. Okay. Okay. Get player controller. Get HUD. Play credits. Our options are menus, plural. Menus. Right now I'm gonna have two separate ones. So let's see what happens when we press this button. Oh my god, look at it. It's glorious. That is way too big. How do I make this smaller? I don't need I don't oh, actually that very simply formatted. Okay, it's good one to be seeing. Yeah. Let me check. Also, if we go back to the credits, I'm going to plug the old credits in here. See, this is different. This isn't scroll. This just pops up. I like that. So I need to see how this is done. Okay, so let's take a look. How's this done? So the first one, oh, so selection type here is fade. So if we change this from scroll to fade, and then we have a copy of it, and this one is going to go scroll. Oh, image size. There you go. You change the image size. And let me just go and I'll set it to be gameplay. Do this. So, it fits. Okay. You know, better. Okay, better. Let's change the this. Okay. Okay, let's go check out the original one more time, because that one just does fades. But I want to just check out if it does anything fancy in terms of the fonts and stuff. I need to check how he's doing the different sizes here. No, it's the same. So what I want to see is this. So he controls the padding and stuff like that. It's a fade. Developed by is a section title. Text style, text color, text padding. There's a section text. Wait, but okay, this is just developed by, developed for. Oh, this is text first. Where's the text? Text content. Role name none. Wait. Did I miss something? No, it says developed by Nervi. Where's the Nervi coming from? Oh, here. Member's name. I was looking at the role name, but because he didn't put anything in the role name, he just got it basically centered. Because it's center justified. So what I could do is move this up, have this fade. In the text content, I have none of this. You, and then just so if we did this, up it back to mine. You're almost there. Just need to do some more thing to make it not be a complete square and have it be circular. What the hell are you doing, Leo? Yeah. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay. So if I want to change this now, like for the text, I can override the name's text style. And for I want to override the font. Looks very nice, thank you. Yeah, so we can change the size of this. Could I change the override this title style, and then we can change the style color to be like a nice orange. I love how that and that is not nearly not at all identical. Because it's showing sRGB, not linear. What does it show here? Is it linear? No, I think that's sRGB. It's looking pretty nice. Obviously, the audio needs to be different here, and stuff like that, but I can pause it. I don't know why anyone would want to pause it. Yeah, the screen. Oh, and then when it's done, it's automatically loads the main menu. You know what that reminds you of? Final Fantasy X? Does it have like a specific looking Final Fantasy X credits? Does it have like special looking credits or something? I mean, that's gonna be hard to find. Just remind me, I hate menus. Did you not have menus? Got half fixed. He's just you had a print string. Print string sometimes fixes things. It's like turning it off and turning it on in IT. No one can explain why, but it just works. When you realized it wasn't printing at all, then you saw that you somehow moved your collision box in there. Yeah, that'll do it. So credits are relatively simple. Thankfully. So what we can do is set it up where if you were to beat the game, they would play. I guess it'll also enable them to be played from the main menu. No reason not to. Credits. Well, interesting. The menu ones play from here automatically. Okay. Interesting. So let's go ahead and plug my credits in here.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
You have the lights powering up now. You just have to do the other half of getting them to power back down. Are you trying to get lights to be on when you're like within a radius of them? Is that what it is? No, you also want to have, right, you want to have get it brighter the closer you are. Right? Is that it? Prince String save the day again? Yeah. Prince String's great. Best node there is, Prince String. Increasing the brightness as you get closer and then fading out as you go away. Yeah. I remember. So, once we do the save game system, we'll probably at some point do the benchmarking. It's just, it's way too early to do benchmark stuff. But I do want to at some point add a benchmarking to the game. And then even if the game does terribly, as long as the benchmarking is well set up, for what it is, then Linus Tech Tips could use it in his thing, and then whenever it gets used there, he'll get a little shout out and we'll see it on screen. That'll never happen. It'd be funny if it did. It'll never happen. Localization setup. It has a whole localization setup, which honestly is not that long. Wow. By default, all languages in your project that are localized inside the localization dashboard will automatically be detected and added to the setting inside the options menu without any manual setup. Setting can be found inside the gameplay tab of the menu. Note for package builds. In order for localization to work in package builds, you need to make sure you include the language inside of the package informations. Project settings, advanced. Yeah. Say international support to all to ensure text from the engine are displayed. Yep. If you wish to, you could also add the localization provided with the pack. In some cases, Fab might not download properly all folders. You might be missing a localization folder. Please check with the following instructions. Open the projects folder inside the Explorer. Go to content folder, check your localization folder. If you have this open it and make sure there's an easy game UI folder inside of it. If you don't have a localization folder or don't have easy game UI folder inside of it, please contact me so you can see the missing files. Okay. Let's find out. I do have the easy game UI folder. And my good, okay. I figured it out, guys. I figured it out. The developer is indeed in Europe. He's French. Now you might be wondering, how did I deduce this? That's impressive. I know. It's because the only languages he has here are English and French. So, by deduction, I have deduced that the developer of the Easy Game UI is indeed French. Which explains the time schedule, and like I thought, he's in Europe. Or he could be Canadian. No. We deduced it was European by the time his time schedule. So unless he has a weird schedule but at that point, yeah, it could be Canadian, it could be anywhere. He could even be like in Louisiana. You know, knowing French. Because they have in New Orleans, there's a relatively large French community, I believe. Canadian, I know. Yeah, who knows? But I think he's just French. He did not get a 155-inch TV. I think it was 116 inches. A little bit different from 155, but still very big. That is. I'm curious. Compare pixels in screen size. If we compare this to 116, so what he had. So the blue square is my current monitor. And that's the TV he got. Tiny bit of a difference. I don't know if you can really notice it. Put on Discord a picture of the notes for your lights so you can see how much smaller they are thanks to my suggestions. That was a lot, holy crap, to pretty small. Yeah, that's the is player controlled. You're setting a variable. That is a do once. Then we have a set timer by function name. Then you save the timer. Don't ask me how I'm able to read this. I can't. Okay. Then you have... Shit, I don't know that one. Then you have a switch. Maybe? But it doesn't have any other inputs. It's not a switch. I don't know. Is there a close-up of those right above that? Oh, there are? Oh. Oh, that seems easier too. Oh, it's a timeline. Yeah, I wasn't thinking about that. I thought you want... Oh, so it's not a distance thing. It's just... You want it to just turn on and off? Blur between old intensity... Okay, so... Couple of things. You're still overcomplicated it. Time is to stop the flicker. Fade over time so it doesn't flash. Oh, okay, so this is not the intensity. I see old intensity and you're lerping. Because if you're using a timeline, and it says light intensity track, you can simplify this even more. If you wanted to. So if you did play and you have the light intensity go from nothing to whatever you want, and then when you leave, you just, instead of doing play, you do reverse. And if you do play in reverse, it will literally just move back and forth smoothly from it'll just stop at wherever that is on the timeline and can go the other way. It doesn't like stop from, unless you do play from start or reverse from end. It will smoothly go up and down if you like trigger it and trigger it and trigger it and trigger it. So you can just do on enter, play, on leave, reverse. Done. I don't know how you're reversing this, but that's all you need. As long as your default, right, is at the beginning at 0 position, that's your default, and the last thing is your final position. If you want to go on distance, not if you enter and exit, well, then you don't need a timeline at all, but that's a different story. But if you're doing this for a flicker, then you just still do the same. Then you can just do this, I guess. But then you don't want it happening at the same. I'll still do a distance check then. Just do a distance check, and then just have this be a multiplier, and that's it. There's ways to do it. I don't think it's a big deal, though. Not a big deal. Once this verification is done, open your projects folder inside the File Explorer and go to the config folder. Inside the default, enter INI. File already exists in the folder. Open it. Go to the very end and paste this text. You can use copy button at the top of the window. What is this? Tools, localization dashboard, open it. Easy game UI. Should loading policy again. Okay, we'll deal with this later. So really, once we do finish the save game system, we just have the localization, and then we don't have the modular widget system, the input prompt system. This allows you to show input prompts, I believe, in the viewport. Yeah. We don't need this, but it would be nice too. It would be nice to set this up, actually. Like next to certain things. Yeah, we should set this up. So we'll do the input prompt system. UI navigation system in your widgets. What is this? Oh yeah, this is using freaking enhanced input action in the widgets. So I'm going to need to figure out how it's set up and how it's actually being used, and then I might swap over to enhanced input for all my widgets, which might make things a lot easier. We'll see. I don't know. The main thing is the damn save system. My God. Look at the other picture as the distance checker says. Oh yeah, I see it. Get player pawn, get extra location. Yep. The vector in range. Yep. Yep. That was what I was talking about. Cool. Yeah. You got it. Now, if it's got how quickly you want to blend, kind of. Got it. I see. Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay, well, I'm going to hope that tomorrow we will have a working save system. I don't understand how it broke. I don't. We reverted it back to what it was yesterday and right at the beginning of the stream. where it was working fine, and now it stopped working. And I do not understand. Do not understand. But we'll see. Hopefully I'll get in touch with them and figure it out. It has to be a PC strike, needs to be restarted. I doubt it. It's possible, but I doubt it. We'll see. But thank you guys so much for joining me. Hope you had fun. Hope you have a lovely rest of your day. And I'll be back tomorrow for some more game dev. Have a good night, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.